So in this video I'll be showing you how you can make a simple air filter. I'm making 4 of these for my Kawasaki GPX 600, which I've converted into a Trike. I've got a few videos on making it, so look at those if you want. First I cut a piece of aluminium pipe, 50 mils diameter. I cut it off at 80 mil, which is the same size as the inlet of the carburetors. I also cut off a little piece at 15 mil, and then I cut a 20 mil slot out of it. So the idea of that is to crush it up round so it will fit inside, because I didn't have a pipe that would fit inside. If you had another piece that would fit inside, it would work just as well or better. But just make sure it's got a little bit of clearance inside there, because it needs room for the mesh to wrap around. And then just clean everything up with a file. So trace around a piece of mesh, and you've got to cut a square out that's going to be bigger than your diameter, so it's got room to wrap around it. It's pretty prickly. I stabbed my fingers a few times. You just bend that around, that piece that goes inside, and push it in there.
Now,
May take a bit of hammering to get it in there, like I did on some of them. I just push it all the way up till it's about 10 mil away from the end. I just use some super glue to glue it all in place so it won't move. So that mesh is to hold the piece of foam from getting sucked into the carburetor. And next I just cut a piece off a pit bike inner tube. You could probably use a bicycle inner tube or something like that as well, but this worked perfect. And just stretch it on there.
I'll be
And I
right.
just got an old car cleaning sponge, traced it around that, and then I just cut around it with a handheld jigsaw. But this foam was a little bit too dense, it choked it up a bit much, so probably better to use something a little less dense. And then you just stretch the piece of rubber over the carburetor inlet. So now it's time to take it for a little test drive. Can't wait to get this out on an open paddock and see what it'll do. This is just how I secured it on there. I just used some zip ties, pretty rough, but it'll work. Hose clamps would be a lot better, but I didn't have any. So that's pretty much the end of how you make it. It's pretty simple. So keep watching if you want to see me shoot up a car battery with my air-powered rocket launcher. Thanks for watching.